Alright, so since I'm not there with y'all today, and today we're going to be reviewing estimating products so that we can go on to the next topic. Alright, so remember this is what we worked on Friday. So let me go ahead and get to my pen set up. Right. So let's work through a couple of examples just to make sure that you're going to be on the right track today. Alright, so our first example is going to be 7 times 86. Now you remember that we only round one number, and we're going to always round the biggest number. We will not round to 7 because remember the 7 is our multiplier. Okay? Now, so we're going to round 86. Now, remember from our rounding that the first thing we always do is we break that number apart. So that's going to be 80 plus 6. And remember that is going to give us 86 again. Now we're going to box our 80. From our rounding lesson, we know that 80 is going to be the end of our number line because we're rounding to the nearest 10. Just like always, we go over 10 because remember we're rounding to the nearest 10. So the end of our number line is going to be 90. The middle is 85. Let me erase that a little bit. That looked kind of sloppy, y'all. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now, let me go ahead and put our number 86 on our number line. It's right here, close to 85. Put 86 on our number line, and then I'm going to box it. Same thing we always do. We draw our lines. 86 is 4 away from 90. And it is 6 away from 80. So 86 is closer to 90, so 86 rounds to 90. Alright, now for our next step. Because remember, we're not trying to get an exact answer, we're just trying to get the best estimate of the product of 7 times 86. Alright, so we go 7 times 90. From our lesson of multiplying with multiples of 10 and 100, we box the 7, we box the 9. We know that 7 times 9 is 63. We bring our annoying brother or our annoying sister along with us, and 7 times 90 is 630. So now plug that back into our multiplication problem. That 7 times 86 is about 630. Go ahead and put a box around that to make it look nice and neat. Alright, now let's go and work one more example just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Alright, cool? Cool. I know y'all said cool. I know y'all listening to me. I hear you. So now let's do a 3-digit number. Okay, so let's do 4 times 114. Same thing. We don't round to 4 because the 4 is the multiplier. That's the number of times that we add 114. So let's go ahead and break 114 apart. That's 100 plus 10 plus 4. And remember that does equal 114. Alright, now let's box our 10. Now since we have a 3-digit number and we're rounding to the lowest place value we can, which is the 10th place, you remember we take the 10, we put it in the tunnel with the 100 and add those two together. So 100 plus 10 is 110. And that is going to be the beginning of our number line. So our beginning of our number line is 110. Since we're rounding to the tens place, we jump 100. We jump 10 to go to 120. In the middle, remember, halfway between 10 and 20 or halfway between 100 and 200, the number is going to have a 5 in there somewhere. In this case, halfway between 10 and 20 is 15. So the middle is 115. Okay, now let me go ahead and switch colors one more time. Y'all know how I like to do it. So right here we're going to put 114 because it's right before 115. This time I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to highlight this one. So that's the number that we're going to be working with. Again, let's draw our lines. 114 is 4 away from 110. And it is 6 away from 120. So it's closer to 114. It's closer to 110. So 114 rounds to 110. Let's put this back into our multiplication problem. 4 times 110 equals. So we box out 4, box 11. 4 times 11 is 44. Bring that annoying brother or sister along with you. And so 4 times 110 is 440. Now, back to our original problem. 4 times 114 is about 440. Alright. And that is going to be the end of our lesson. Remember, I will be there tomorrow, so make sure that you're doing all the work that you've been assigned today and everything that the sub is telling you to do.